Hello and welcome back to our third video about bringing value. My name is Corey Bodner. I'm the founder and coach for ChangeSpring Consulting. We started ChangeSpring because we really enjoy helping organizations grow along with their salespeople. Our core belief is that if you focus on your customers' needs and truly bring value every time you interact, they'll not only buy your products and services, but they'll look to you for creative new ways to better their business. And this will open up opportunities you couldn't imagine. So let's get started. Let's talk about how you build trust. We're going to talk about the 6 keys on how you create trust with your customers. We're going to attempt to answer the following questions. What are the keys to building trust? What are the barriers to effective communication? What are the 6 emotions that make people buy? So let's start out by talking about the first key, which is what I call focus, or actually customer focus. So if we look over here, I drew a bullseye, and I drew a bullseye for a reason. If we were to look at a customer, a company, and an individual all in a relationship, who do you think's the center of the bullseye? A lot of people say it's the individual, then the company, and then the customer. I actually believe it's just actually the opposite, where what comes first and is inside the bullseye is the customer. And I say that because without the customer, the company doesn't exist, or the individual. And then obviously I've given it away, but next is actually the company. And thirdly is you, or the individual. And when I say the company, I really mean the company you work for. And the reason why I put it this way is because in order for you to fulfill the customer's needs, the company must be able to support that. And you as an individual must be able to deliver that message to the customer. Let's look at second piece, which is probably one of the most important ones, and that is listen. We talked about listen and seek understanding. You need to listen with your mind, heart, and soul. It needs to show you care. It needs to really show the customer that you're willing to delve down into the complex issues and really try to help them understand and figure out the best way to solve those. Third is integrity. You must be accessible. You must be eager to help. You must say that you don't know something and find out why that is. Fourth is value. You need to show your knowledge. You need to do your research. You need to come prepared to ask intelligent questions. They don't want to be talked to. They want you to talk to them and let them understand that you're coming with knowledge to help them, not just spewing out things. You need to be able to, secondly, make the complex simple, which means be able to speak their language. Every market has a different language. Did you take the time to understand it? You need to. You also, sixth, what you need to do is you need to be visible. You need to continue to communicate. Not only just with one-on-ones, which I feel are the most important, but there's other ways. With the technology today, you can strengthen your consumer relationship by having the use of social media, websites, videos like we're doing today. There's all kinds of different ways that you can get quality information to your customers to help them out. So we talked about the 6 keys. Let's talk about what are some of the causes that break trust. There was a Harvard Business Review in July of 2006 that interviewed buyers and decision makers. And what they found was the #1 reason why customers don't trust salespeople was 42% of them said salespeople don't listen. Interesting. We put that as one of our keys. And then the second one was salespeople jump to conclusions. Well, I say that's listening, but if you really think about it, what are they saying? You really didn't take the time to find out what was really the problem, or you really didn't understand what I was trying to tell you. You can't just talk about you. I is not a word that is customer focused. So let's talk about what I would say is effective communications. So let's talk about what communication is. I would say the biggest problem in communicating is the illusion that it didn't take place. I got that from George Bernard Shaw, but if you think about it, we think we're talking with somebody, but are they really listening? Or did they really understand what we're saying? The receiver is the portion of the communication that matters, not the teller. So what are the three barriers to effective communication? First off, it's environment. Is it too hot, too cold? Are there noise interruptions? Is there a bad cell or internet connection? Are there distractions? How many times have you been in with a customer and have seen that they're not fully there? What's their agenda? Are they looking to be self-promoted? What are the outcomes? What are the solutions? Do they need to be right? I like to say the agenda is what's in it for them. Did you seek to really find that out? And when I say them, that could even be their company. And then there's the emotional standpoint. What emotional state are they in, and how will that affect your discussion and communication? So, in order to know your customer emotionally, there are 6 emotions that make people buy. The first is greed. If I make a decision now, will I be rewarded? That's what's in it for me. Fear. If I don't make a decision now, am I toast? Altruism. If I make a decision now, will I help others? Envy. If I don't make a decision now, will my competition win? Pride. If I make a decision now, I'll look smart. Shame. If I don't make a decision now, I'll look stupid. So if we want to look at, again, those 6 things that we're talking about, in order to bring effective communication to a customer, we must be customer focused. We must listen. We must bring integrity and transparency. We have to have some unique value. It's our job to make the complex simple, and we need to be visible and present and show them we care. I hope you enjoyed this video and all of its content, including the other ones. I look forward to providing you a lot more insight about how to sustain growth for you and your organization. If you'd like help with that, please click the link below. If you're an organization, it's called Organizational Services. If you're an individual, it's called training or seminars. Thanks again, and have a great day.